Okay, guys, welcome to Saturday. What is it? Saturday, April 11th. And up in Montana, where it's a rainy day. And we're just getting started here. Thought we'd hop on and go live this morning. We have a cute little thumbnail for you that you'll see when it's done and posted with both Jason and I. So Jason's going to be joining me at some point here this morning, and we're just going to kind of chat together. Our topic is the truth, AI, and making money online. And so I have to forewarn you that Jason's fired up today. And so it'll be an entertaining chat. So I hope that we can get some people in here. For the excitement that is about to be had. So AI and making money online. Bear with me here. I'm just kind of looking around my dashboard, making sure everything is good. I'm going to turn up my volume. Hopefully you guys can hear me well. Yeah. Oh, look who's here.
We'll be back in a minute getting some go juice over here because I'm already not fired up enough.
It's going to be a good one. I can tell you. That is the truth. Okay, so let me check my phone real quick. I sent out a few invites. So I'm texting. I invited Mom to come and watch, and I'm just giving her instructions on how to find me. So I think I am assuming that if she goes to my channel, which is interest to income, that she will see, I think it should probably be advertised on there that we are live. I'm actually not 100% sure. So that's interesting. Yeah, that's interesting. I guess I should find out. I'm new enough to doing lives and the whole social media thing in general that, I'm actually not sure. So I just sent her my handle, which is at DigiDaily01. Interest to income is
Send that link up there.
The name of my channel. But I can't text her that. Yeah.
Send it to an email though.
So
open it in your
let's
email.
copy this and let me open up my email. Okay, bear with us here, folks, as we are okay, so I am sending a link to Mom. And we'll see. Okay, so we're okay. So let me send her a quick little chat-a-roni. I just sent you an email with link. Okay, cool. Because it's nice to have Mom on when you're doing a live. You've got Jason's in a foul mood. I shouldn't say foul mood. He's fired up.
Foul.
And so by having Mom on the chat, he'll behave. Oh, shoot. Okay, I want to get rid of this one thing over here. Okay, whoops, didn't mean to do that. Let's go back. Okay. So hopefully, hopefully she will get on here and that'll be fun. So my dad just got his first smartphone. He got an iPhone, and he got the Wazoo iPhone. He got the iPhone 17 Pro Max. Is that right?
Go big or go home.
I know. And he got the most storage, which is 2 terabyte, I think. Which, Dad, if you're going to listen to this later, you'll probably never use that much storage. But I mean, it's him. You got to have the best. If you're gonna go big, you go big and you go all the way. So that is, that's his latest purchase, and it's kind of cool. He's in his late 70s and he's had a flip phone. So really, he's like not a technology. Well, hi.
Buy once, cry once. It's a marginal cost for 512 gig or 516 to 2 terabyte.
There you
go. Whitey.
There you go. Yep. Cry once. That's a good,
Ask your brother Rob about that. Buy once, cry once.
Yep. So he, got the phone. He ordered it. He bought it direct from Apple and had it shipped. And I got a phone call pronto. Help. But he actually, I think, did pretty well at getting it kind of going. We walked through a few things on the phone. He ended up coming over and because when you're trying to transfer your service he wanted to keep his phone number, so move it from one phone to the other phone. They send you a text, and of course he doesn't get text on his flip phone. So then they wanted to email, but his flip phone isn't set up where he can close out the screen. And
wait! Did you say flip phone?
A flip phone. Old. So I'm very proud of him.
Yeah, well, that's something he wants to do. He's been thinking about it for months. We didn't know whether he was really going to actually pull the trigger, so we were all a little, I won't say shocked, surprised, happily, because now he can do FaceTime and multiple texting. He never texted before, so yeah, good for Whitey.
Yeah. Okay, so I'm also, I guess I don't need to get out of here. I can get out of here. Okay. So I also just sent an invite. I need to get better about sending invites on YouTube Lives. To see who else is on. Shout out to Wendy Nolan if she happens to be on and she wants to jump on this. We would love to have her, and hoping that Rob joins us. Yeah, we can get a little chat going, hopefully.
It's Saturday. He's got nothing better to do than sit around on his computer watching it live.
I know. You guys can bring it up. Yeah, cell phones. You don't have to be at home sitting in your chair.
It's probably up in his stand, scouting deer.
I invited Chad and Savvy, too. So, we'll see if anyone...
See how that family connection is.
I know.
I'm not seeing a whole lot of faces on here.
Yep. So... no responses.
So what's our thumbnail? What's our topic? What are we going to rail on today?
So the thumbnail is going to be cute. Let me show it to you. So you guys will have to see it once this posts. But hang on, I'm going to bring it up here. Ooh, I have a tickle in my nose. Here it is. Oh, wait. No, The Truth. It's entitled, excuse me, The Truth. AI plus making money online. What do you think?
It's like sort of oxymoronic.
But it's a good little thumbnail, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Okay. So why is that oxymoronic? Why are you fired up?
my interaction, I'll say interaction with AI over the last few weeks, trying to get a pay site should not be as difficult as it is. And maybe it's because my prompting skills are pathetic. Maybe it's just that AI thinks it's smarter than everybody and can't seem to stay on task with what you want it to do. Either way, I find it hard to believe that AI is going to take anybody's job. The way I feel this week.
We both have had experiences with AI. I mean, granted, I love AI. I love it when, you're using it just for basic like information and, but we both have run up against issues with AI where it's really not reliable and you have to be so careful with it. So tell them about you. Tell them what you've been struggling with and what it's not doing.
No, it's just not, it's a lot of different things, not just here, even at the office. working on things, and it seems like it'll give you, if you don't know what you're looking for, then your expectations should be pretty low, because you're probably going to get something that you may or may not like. But that's part of the learning curve with AI, is figuring out how to put the prompts in, how to garner a response or a product that you want. A lot of people just put basic generic stuff in there because we're used to Googling. And with Google, it seemed like if you put more than one or two variables in there, it would get flustered and then couldn't give you hardly anything. Where it seems like the opposite is true with AI. The more you put in, the more specific, the less general you are, the better it does for you. But even then, it's sort of like the wonder kid in your office who, when he walks in, he thinks and knows he's the smartest person in the room. AI is like that. It tries to sort of herd you into a direction, even though you know where you want to go. I think my wife has been working on some projects, and she calls it AI creep. It's a real thing where it tries to keep pushing things in a direction that, no, that's not what I want. So it can be a little frustrating. I actually have had it work on two basic websites for me. One that I'd started probably a month ago, just a basic patriotic, give me some stars and stripes, some military OD green color, some coyote brown, stuff like that. I haven't worked on that with AI, and in this case, Gemini, for probably a month or more. And I've started another website that I'm trying to get on board. And all of a sudden today, it just decided it wanted to refer back to the old patriotic, which has nothing to do with this new website. The look isn't the same. The feel isn't the same. Literally, I feel like all morning I've been fighting with AI, which is ridiculous. It's not a person. It's a thing. It's a tool. Yet here it is. I'm trying to get it to do what I want it to do. And it's almost like it's refusing, like the petulant child. Is mom, did she pop on?
Hey, yeah, if you're on, put a hello in the chat and tell us where you're watching from.
There's somebody there. If it's a parent, they can relate to that petulant child thing.
Yeah, send us a chat.
I can even go in there and say, expunge everything about this particular website A, and the structure and the scheme, and it still comes back with references to that. So, again, at this point, I'm frustrated, so I'm probably taking it way to one side when I say I can't see there's any need, any belief that it's going to take over job, because it will. Menial, low end, entry level type jobs, but I don't know. And I guess sometimes we think that AI is the answer to everything. And if you think about it, if it were the answer to everything, why hasn't it cured cancer yet? Why don't we have a cure? I mean, if it's so smart, we're only at the low end. There's like 3 levels, and we're still at the low end. But I guess we should maybe temper our expectations on what it can do, because I sit there and think, well, you're way smarter than I am. You have access to the whole internet. I should be able to put in 3 or 4 prompts, and you should be able to crank me out a website. And that's not the case. You can get basic stuff, but man, it's just been frustrating off and on for the last 2 to 3 weeks trying to get this stinking site up. I have the basics, but certain little things it just has a hard time computing. Or
and to clarify, Jason has so I'm Elizabeth, and this is my hubby, Jason. And so a little background.
Maybe I can maybe I'll get a sponsorship here. Is that Black Girl for Coffee? Yes, it is. If you're watching.
Affiliate marketing at its best. So he's in IT. So he is a techie, and he has created websites before with absolutely no issue. But there's something that he started doing. You started creating something with AI built into a platform, and was trying to make it your own.
Yeah, liked what this did, but it wants you to leverage their hosting, their back end, and I don't want to rely on that. I have a domain, I have hosting. I just, I want to try to move it off. Getting the basic website off is fine, but getting the pay piece of it and all the other things it's very proprietary, just like anybody. I mean, Apple doesn't build you something and want you to take it off their site and host it somewhere else. They want you using their product. They want you using iTunes for music. They want you using iCloud for storage. They don't want you using it. It doesn't play well with others. Microsoft and Apple, Adobe, they're all the same. It's a business model. So
what AI for me has been super beneficial. I mean, it's a great search engine. I mean, I honestly like it better than Google. And it can give you quick, fast ideas, and you can go back and forth with it like you're talking to a person, so it's kind of nice for real quick, instant, you've got a thought about something and you're like, oh, give me 10 ideas. Oh, and you can, so it works really well that way. And that's great. But here's an example of the creep. So I am writing a book, and I'm writing the book, but I have been using AI to help with outlining. And if I've got an idea, or let's say I've got a paragraph, and it's like, I copy and paste that paragraph in, and I'm like, okay, let's bring in a little bit more sci-fi, mystery or whatever. It's funny how it definitely creeps. I guess that's the best way to describe it. You can set up something about what you're working on. And sometimes it's like, so you're using it, and the next thing you know, it's like off doing something else, totally something else. So when you hear people saying that they're generating books with AI, I'd be like, I don't know if I'd buy that book and read that book, because while it could start out pretty decent, it wouldn't be too far into that book where it really starts to creep, and it might not even start making sense, or it might recycle. It's like yeah, you just have to be really careful and know its limitations, and never just use it blindly, because that'll be the quickest way to get yourself into some hot water. So I use it. I have my own online business, and you can see in my my description, you'll see my domain there of what I do. Um, but I definitely use AI to help me with content, help me with ideas, for
I don't know why she's got me.
well, if you were sitting here on my shoulder 24/7, that would work just fine. He's good at stuff like that. He's good at like the little one-offs, ideas or thoughts or catchy little phrases, and
I don't follow through, but
but he's good at that. You're trying to get it going. You're
I
trying.
can regurgitate a lot of stuff.
He really
A
can.
lot of useful facts, useless information. That's me.
What was we watched a brief video on YouTube this morning, some older guy who was intriguing to me. So I'm trying to get my dad into creating his own YouTube channel. And what did he say that he stole from you?
Well, I don't know if he stole it from me, because I'm sure I got it somewhere, but he said he's an older guy in his 70s. And he said, I have a face.
A face for radio.
A face for radio. And my line has always been, I've got a face for radio and a voice for text. So he, I might have added the for text. Maybe we probably got it from the same source years ago, but
yeah.
Us older guys, we sort of all feel like that, I think.
I feel like the older generation, when they show up on YouTube or social media platforms, they do pretty well, because I feel like it's one, they're old, but they've got so much life experience and unique stories and things that they bring. And plus, they're just not social media. They didn't grow up with it. It's not their thing. So it's kind of interesting to see them on social media and how they're just honest, raw, and real, which I think
saves a lot of time because we don't have to edit. Because
Right.
we both have tried different. Well, I've tried multiple. I have multiple YouTube channels, and I haven't really gone all in on one, but I've gotten pretty decent, I think, at doing basic editing. And so when you see gentlemen like that out there, or probably old Mike is another one in his 80s, they just talk into the camera, not a lot of flubs. They just for relatively comfortable, and they don't have to an hour or two worth of editing, so they can pop it out there, do a 15-minute video, and be done for the day.
Yeah.
So it's actually, it's not stressful. They don't allow it to make it stressful. So
Yeah. And it's just authentic. I mean, it almost just feels like there's no agenda, there's no scripting. It's just talking about their real life. And so like Dad, I think he would be great with all his little, quirks and personality. And
I think Whitey's sort of the same with me in some point, that I'm relatively entertaining, but when I do my own videos, they're boring. I have to have Elizabeth here, somebody to interact with to sort of fully capture my smart alecky, snarky personality. And I think Whitey, he may be the same way.
he could surprise us though.
He might. I would like it to see him do it and see, because it's a lot easier to throw little one-liners, little barbed out there when you have somebody else out that's setting the table and you're just wiping it off. So.
Which you do very well.
Yeah.
Sometimes it makes me cringe.
I don't know. Whitey's got to learn his iPhone first, and then we'll see, because he's got one of the most powerful cameras out there with that iPhone 17.
I know.
So he's.
I don't think he even knows what he has.
He doesn't yet, but he won't ever, and he'll have nothing to compare it to. So anything that he tries besides this will be a disappointment, because the high quality that these new phones are cranking out are way better than. I don't know that he could even do videos on his flip phone. He might have been able to, but he never did. So
we've been doing these little micro tutorial things with him. It's like, okay, baby steps. We started with, how do you answer the phone? How do you turn the phone off? Things like that when you've had a smartphone or technology for a while, you take it for granted. And when somebody asks you the most basic question, you have to stop and think, okay, now how do I do that? Because it's second nature. So that's been kind of fun, but we got him. So his voicemail's good. He can answer. We taught him how to text. So he's not been a texter. And so that's been kind of fun. So we've done text, group text. We've had, a video call. So FaceTime. So he experienced that. And evidently he didn't know how to answer it the first time. So that was good. So we learned how to do that. But we're starting to download apps now onto his phone, which is good. He's got Facebook, because he does a ton on Facebook Marketplace. If he had his own channel on YouTube, he would do so well. He could do one on making money and just talk about how he buys and sells. And no matter what he buys,
he could do a YouTube channel on every morning, just getting up. And this is my process: getting up, logging into the computer, going up to, Craigslist to see what's out there, looking at the local gardener's auction to see what's out there, what's a good buy. He buys and sells like a horse trader. And a lot of the stuff he doesn't really need. I think it's more of
it's a good deal.
Busy time. Yeah. And he'll see the value, and he'll look at that and say, I mean, I need this, but hey, this thing's selling for $350, and I know I can probably get 500 out easy. But just that whole process of getting up, going through, doing the research, seeing what's available, I think you could make a channel just out of that. There'd be people out there looking at that, and I don't know, that's the biggest problem I see with Whitey, is that he's a bit of a germaphobe. And so it's a little funny seeing him with his iPhone and a stylus. It's like, I don't know if that's because he doesn't want to touch it with his own fingers.
I know.
He's heard that it's like, it's the most,
he's always been that way.
They swab these things and say all the germs and all the bacteria. So he's got a little stylus that he uses,
and it doesn't work as good as just your finger.
Just use your finger.
Yeah.
And maybe he'll get through that at some point, but
probably not.
Yeah. Or he'll walk around with this wipe in one hand and his phone, and just wipe it off every time he's done.
So have you guys ever, so growing up, we were not allowed to blow out candles on the birthday cake because of germs, because he did not want any spit coming out when you blow. Did you ever have anything like that?
No. Growing up with 3 sisters and a big family, we didn't have, that wasn't a constraint.
Well, there were 5 of us kids.
Yeah.
5 of us kids and mom and dad. And so, yeah, it's funny the little quirks that you've got that. Yeah, if you're with us and you can chat, you should put a little comment in if you ever have had that situation. Like germs. You couldn't blow out candles on the cake because of germ phobia.
I mean, I remember sitting eating mud pies out of the street when I was a kid. So we wanted to get those germs in, so our body built up immunity to it. That's probably why you have so much stuff in the world right now, is because kids have been so sheltered and keeping them wipes for everything, so they don't have to their body doesn't have to build up resistance to it. So
yeah.
I'm not a doctor and I don't play one on TV either. I'm just saying, I think that's a real thing.
Yeah,
This is for entertainment purposes only. Don't go out and eat dirt pies or cockroaches or anything of that nature.
He would not share food either. So if you knew, like if you went out to a restaurant and you knew that, like, let's say you went out for breakfast and you had eggs and hash browns or whatever, and you knew the food was massive on your plate. If you knew you couldn't finish it, you would need to divide it up and give it to him before you started to eat. So if you started to eat, he would not take it because of potential germ. Yeah, so he was a genuine germ. He is a genuine germ.
Germaphobe. He's not a germ.
Germaphobe.
Make it sound like he's like some scourge out there.
Yeah, I guess we're not just talking to him. We're talking to
love you, Whitey. You're not a germ.
Oh, that's funny. That's funny. So we had an interesting week. We're talking about making money online and AI. So we will come back to that, and it's not just storytelling hour. So
Put it to you this way: we've tried 78,951 different ways and still haven't made any money on it.
He's in a bad mood. I've only tried one, and I'm doing just fine. He's really struggling with the website.
And AI is functioning in my life right now.
Right? So a little comparison for you here. I have a program I'm in where to make money online, and it's totally beginner friendly. And it came with a website. And literally step by step, I had to connect like the payment gateways to the back end, and I could do it. And I am not techie at all. He's techie. And it just cracks me up to see him struggling like he is, and to know that what I'm doing to make money online was beginner friendly, super easy.
That's a true story. I mean, it's all in a package. I haven't spent a lot of time looking at the program she's in, but she did not need my help at all. So I never, in fact, when I stood over her shoulder, I'm like, oh, you can do this, you can do that. I see things. She would just tell me to pack sand and beat it. Don't mess with it. She's afraid I'm going to touch it and break it.
I am kind of.
At this point, that's sort of how I feel right now. I'm the schlep rock of websites. And I'm not a webmaster. I've done basic stuff. But
he's great at IT.
She's one of the most patient people you've ever met until it comes to technology. And just don't get in her way. And the fact that she could set this up, and when she finally decided to do it, what did it take you? 2 to 3 days max from the time you actually got the program and started working it?
Yeah, and I was not doing it full time.
Yeah.
I just was working on it for a little bit here and a little bit there.
It sure hasn't taken her 2 to 3 weeks to try to get it. I mean, my website's up, but it's not fully functional like hers was in a couple of days.
You could have 24 hours. You could have, in this program, you have your business up and running online with a fully functioning website that has all of the funnels, the website, the emails, and the payment gateways. I mean, yeah, it was amazing. I didn't have to use AI. The program I'm in, though, they're an advocate of using AI for content creation. And so I definitely love AI and definitely use it. But from a tech standpoint, this side of the room is easy, beginner friendly.
I just want to understand how to do it myself. So if I want to recreate it, I can. So I have a better, that's a difference. I think the difference is she was more focused on the program, and the website was a necessary evil to get up. So she had to, and that they offered that part of that was, here's user-friendly, get it knocked out. Me, I sort of want to understand how it works. So if I want to stand up another one, which I will, I'll have multiple domains out there, like multiple YouTube channels, and cycle through them and try different things just to test it. So different function for both of us.
Yeah. Yeah.
And hers definitely was way easier than what mine is right now. So
yeah, which is super nice.
yeah.
So
Yeah.
where was I going with that? I was going to start, what were we going to talk about? And I kind of feel like I got sidetracked
I don't know,
into
you
the
were talking about
whole
AI.
website thing. Yeah.
That it was a business in a box.
Yeah. Yeah. If you're, yeah. Okay. So basically, you know, yeah, the title of this thumbnail, The Truth, AI and Making Money Online. Yes, a lot of people are using AI to make money, but I feel like a lot of things that you see on YouTube are like one-off little ideas, you know, little ideas. And what I found with my program is that it's truly a business that you can have that is so beginner friendly. It gives you 5 different digital products. So that's 10 different income streams because it's English and Spanish. So you don't have to create something. So if you have a business, you have to sell something, a product or a service. So you're either going to create that yourself, and AI is really good at that. I mean, if somebody wanted to go in and whatever, you know, if you're an expert in something and you want to create, you know, a little course or a little workshop or a little ebook or something, AI is a great tool to use for that. And that's pretty easy. But you have to know how to attract customers. You have to know how to sell it. You have to have a platform and payment gateways. And then you have to understand social media and platforms to drive traffic. And so my program definitely does all that, which I love.
AI is
I've
good
learned a
at
lot.
generating things and ideas, and however and there, I'm sure people can correct me. I'm sure there's stuff out there. I haven't spent a lot of time, but you know, like I said, you can have the greatest product in the world, but if you don't have some kind of web presence out there, some SEO, or what they're calling it now, AEO, AI engine optimization, to where now instead of search engine, it's you're putting things, you're replacing Google with a search engine, or with a AI, Gemini or Chat GPT or Claude. So they, you know, when you see these things out there, they make it sound like AI does all of that. It probably can. I'm sure there's way smarter people out there than me that know how to leverage that, but we're sort of at the phase where we're utilizing AI to come up with a product or an idea or something, and it can do a lot of that stuff. But then you still have a lot of back end stuff. Okay, well, how are you going to market it? Like she said, you know, she's got a product that shows you how to do all that. So it's I wouldn't say one dimensional right now, but until I can figure out the second and third dimension, that's what it is to me. That's sort of what it is to her. So
Yeah. I mean,
it's a good tool.
It's a good tool. And I just feel, yeah, I mean, I definitely use it, but I did not need it to get my online business up and running. But I love it. Don't get me wrong. I absolutely love it. I have not had the frustration that he has had. Yeah, with getting the whole.
But that being said, I almost have my own local AI server set up. So
That's impressive. He's building his own chat.
Yeah. Well, yeah, one of the things that I'm doing is some TTS, some text to speech or voice synthesization. And like anything else, yeah, there's every AI pretty much is free until you actually start using it. And then you hit a certain level or credits that you expire, and then, oh, you need to charge you for that. So I thought, well, if this is an endeavor that I really want to continue down the road, I have lots of extra PC parts and lots of different things. I'm a tinkerer. I like setting up a NAS. I like doing this. I like I said, building my own stuff if possible. And so I'm in the process of building a local AI engine model, I guess, that will actually do that. So I don't have to go out and pay 11 Labs $20 a month for a certain amount of credits, which doesn't really amount to much if you use it on a daily basis. pretty easy to run out of credits in a
It can get
day.
expensive.
Yeah, the next thing you know, you're up to $200-300. It's like I haven't made anything off of it, just trying to get a product out there. So
They sucker you in,
Yeah.
man. You get in there and they'll give you a little bit for free.
Yep.
And they don't really tell you up front how little you're actually getting, but they give you a little bit for free to where you're like, oh my word, this is amazing.
Yep.
But then you get into your project and you can't even come close to finishing your project. You have to start buying. And then before you know it, what you bought ran out and you're still not done with your project.
Yep.
So
then
then
you're locked into this never-ending cycle of just, ching 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 ching.
yeah.
And it's funny. I think this definitely is a generational shift in the mindset, because my kids, when you hear that 5, 6, 7 years ago, it used to scare the crap out of me. It's like, you will own nothing and be happy about it. No, I won't. Our kids, they are into this subscription era where they don't care. It doesn't bug them near as much as it does me. Whereas me, I'd rather go downstairs and spend a few $100 out of my pocket building something that, even if it doesn't work for me long term, I can repurpose it. So I'd rather own something and it's mine and I have a little more control over it. Right or wrong, good or bad, and I don't know. It's all your perspective. You can go up and there's virtual machines online that I could sit there and spin them up on online if I wanted to build a local AI that was hosted in the cloud for, again, 40, 50, $100 a month, depending on your resources. So it definitely is a mind shift between the newer generation and the older generation. But paying $20 a month, I just look at that over a year. That's $500 a year, and that's on the base minimum. So for $500, I can build something that should be able, in theory, to do the same kind of functionality that you have renting it.
I hope that's what happens.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's on the low end right now, but we'll get it there.
I just confirmed mom's on. Mom's on. Yay. She can't chat though. She turned off her chat feature and she doesn't know how to turn it back on. So we'll have to figure that out. Yeah. I don't know if you're on your phone or if you're on the computer, but it'd be fun if you could, chat. So mom is also in Montana. And we sent her a little text saying, hey, we're going live. Come join us. And so she is, one of the people. And I want to say, you guys can see, look at this cute little boy right here. It's kind of dark back there, but that's a little Asher bear. Hi, buddy. He's chilling with us. Hi, come here. You want to come say hi? Look at that face. Look at how cute he is. Oh, my word. So we have had an adventurous week, haven't we?
That's one way to say it.
And it's one of the reasons why I'm so thankful that I have an online business to where I can make money online with my automations set up to where I don't have to be glued to a computer throughout the day, because this fella ended up in the ER. It was
getting any better. I'm getting older.
Oh my word. Oh my word. So it all started with a colonoscopy.
That didn't happen.
That didn't happen. Yeah, it was horrible. So y'all know that when you do colonoscopies, you have to drink that stuff, the prep.
I think they call it the Gatorade Miralax sludge.
Yeah. So he did that and nothing was happening.
Except I got sick.
Yeah, he got very sick. Like started being in major pain. And so we ended up having to call the doctor and he was like, take a Tylenol, suck it up.
Rub some dirt on it.
Yeah. And so by the next morning, nothing had resulted from the prep.
Means no bowel movements in
Yeah.
over 12 hours, and I'm a daily normal kind of guy.
Yeah.
So after drinking like 30 to 64 ounces of that sludge, it didn't loosen any stool from my intestines.
And he was getting sicker and sicker, meaning pain in
Sharp
his
back pain,
Yes.
side pain, stomach pain.
So they ended up canceling the procedure because obviously no action. And so that was a bummer. And then, so it's now Thursday. So Thursday, he goes through the day and he's just not feeling well. So pop in some pills. And then Friday, it's pretty bad. And so we was Friday. Yeah, we end up going to urgent care. and they did a CT scan and confirmed or told us that it was a kidney stone.
Woo!
First kidney stone.
62, almost 63 years old. First kidney stone in my life.
Yeah. Kind of
I
interesting.
don't know if there's ever a good time to have one. I just would hate to have one at 30 thinking that it's probably going to be something that will manifest later in your life too. So.
Right. So then they gave him some drugs. They gave him a shot in the derriere, and that helped. But they said you should probably go to emergency room because it's big. So we go over to emergency room, and evidently having a kidney stone is not like
not an emergency.
Not an emergency.
Which I get it.
If you got people bleeding.
But it's sort of curious that the people at urgent care would recommend that they send us to the emergency room, and they essentially give me a shot of fentanyl and I get goofy immediately, send me home.
That was after waiting in the lobby for 3 hours.
Yeah.
So we waited in the lobby for 3 hours. Then we got called back and we had another 2-hour wait before we saw a physician assistant.
Yeah. So basically a big nothing burger, other than I got a nice little buzz from the fentanyl. So I know why people get hooked on fentanyl now.
Yeah, not a good thing.
Contact your local drug dealer if you want a good time.
So he went home. So the option that he was given was
not safe for children.
Right. Yeah. He was told that, we could call in a specialist and send you up to OR, or, we'll give you pain medication. You go home and see if you can pass it. Well, Jason's feeling better. And so he made the decision to go home. And
that was not my first bad mistake of the day. I do that all the time. It's one of many.
Oh, we should have just stayed. So then at this point, it's Saturday morning. So we're home Saturday, and then he's up. I don't know if he even went to bed. Yeah, you tried to go to bed.
Saturday wasn't bad. It was an early afternoon when we were going to go to Whitefish to the dog park. I started having issues again.
Yep.
Because they had me on meds or whatever, and so I felt pretty good until later in the evening. And at midnight that night, I just sharp pain, wouldn't go away. And off and on. I mean, I was up all night, tried laying flat, tried curling up, tried all kinds of positions to try to get rid of the pain. Nothing. So I think it was about 4:30 in the morning. Said, let's go to.
Yeah, he got me up at 3:30.
Yeah.
And we headed in, and yeah. And then that whole day we went from being in the ER for hours, but they brought us back to a room pretty quick.
Well, we're the only ones there. So that was, the timing was good.
But then we waited about 6 hours before they could do surgery, and they had to call someone in. And so, yeah, it was a lot. It was a lot of hurry up and wait in waiting rooms and pain.
Sometimes.
Yeah. Yeah. So that makes me grateful for having, my own online business where, it doesn't matter. I mean, I don't care if I'm missing work. It's not like I'm having to report to anybody, and I can do my own schedule and make it work when it needs to work for me, which I am so grateful for. So I guess a little more backstory. I started looking into having my own online business. So Jason last year ended up having open heart surgery, and it was unexpected. And he had been having some heart issues that he had been getting treated for about 2 years.
Sure.
And then all of a sudden things got worse quickly. And so they're like, yeah, we need to do open heart surgery. And so that got me thinking about the first time ever that I started thinking about our age difference. So he is 8 years older than me, and he gets to retire in 2 years, lucky duck. And I was like, I don't want to keep working after he retires, but I need money. And so I started looking on YouTube actually for ways to make additional income, or online, or, side hustle. And I found a gal and I started following her. And I'm not like one of those jump in, when you.
Me either.
Yes, he is. Yes, he is. I'm I'm more cautious for sure. I got to think about things. Mom, if you could chat on this, I'm sure you'd be like, yeah, that's her. It takes her forever to make a decision. So I decided I was going to do it. And it has been quite an adventure for me. I've learned a ton. It's super exciting. It's beginner friendly. I'm mid 50s, and um, there are people all ages. I mean, people in their 20s and 30s, but people in their 60s and 70s who are, using this program to make money online. And it gives you done for you digital products that you can use, and they're high ticket digital products. So it's not like I'm out there, because obviously if you're going to make money online, you've got to sell a product or a service. You're exchanging something. And I didn't want to have to worry about creating something myself, at least initially. Now I'm leaning that way, and I am starting to look at, like, I'm writing a book, and I'm going to use what I've learned in this program, which is so foundational, to help promote and push my book. And it's just super cool. The only thing I need is internet service and a phone or a computer. And so when he's done in 2 years, my hope is that I know I can travel with him, and I just will have my online business that I put in a couple hours a day, and I fit that in whenever I want. Like doing this live, this is considered work for me. And, I do it when it works for me, and it's been super cool. So making money online, you don't need to have AI for it. I know that right now on YouTube, especially, there's lots of things about using AI to make money online. It is helpful. And what I have found is it can almost feel overwhelming unless you have a foundational program, because you watch all these different videos and everyone is trying to learn AI because something new is being discovered every day. And then they're talking about it, but it's not like it's a tutorial. It's not like it's a step by step, here's what you need to do to set it up and then actually make money, actually attract customers. Actually, it's like, I feel like there's always these dots afterwards. Yeah, make money with AI, make money online with AI. And then you watch it, and then you might try to do it because it seems like, oh my word, this is so easy. But once you start to do it, there's all these dots. It's like, oh, well, there's this.
They don't show you all the ugly back end of it.
Yeah.
And her program, AI is not a prerequisite for this at all.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, it's literally a way to make money online that is, it is a business in a box. So it is fantastic if someone is just starting out and they want to have a foundational way. And I never make income claims. I just don't. I feel like there's a lot of that on YouTube. I feel like there are people in the program I'm in who are making bank and have quit their day jobs. But there's definitely people who are just supplementing their income, and they're happy with that, and they're not leaving their jobs. And so I think that anything that you get into as a way to make money, it's dependent on so many things and mostly on you. So how hard are you going to work it? Are you working it correctly? Is your message correct? So income claims, I feel like, yeah, just you hear something and you think that's too good to be true, and it probably is. I mean, but if you're looking to supplement or make it a real thing, I think you can, depending on yourself. So yeah, I've enjoyed it. What else do you want to talk about with AI?
That's about it. Vented, got it all out.
Okay. So
Doing
how
almost 50
long?
minutes, huh?
Oh my word, I didn't realize that we had been on that long.
Mm-hmm.
Wow. 11 more minutes for an hour. I feel like we should try to make it an hour.
Let's not make it an hour.
Okay, so here's the funny thing.
You can make it an hour.
For, those of you not here in the very beginning, Jason's had a rough morning. He's had a rough morning. It's been a pick up the computer and throw the computer, I hate AI kind of a morning. And he came upstairs and I was like, go live with me. Come live with me. Let's do a thing. And he was like, no, not today. No.
You got your 30 minutes plus.
And and I was like, oh, so then we started talking about what he was working on downstairs and how frustrated he is and what he's doing. And I was like, you know what? That's the kind of energy we need for a live. You're like all fired up and all
I'm like that anyway.
and that's what we need. So let's go live. So I kind of made him. Yeah. Okay, you can go.
Okay.
Yeah. Thanks for being live.
Bye-bye.
Yeah, he's out of here.
AI haters, lovers.
Are you going back down to work on it?
I'm gonna go down for something.
Okay, fingers will be crossed. Maybe you should game.
I'm gonna try a different one.
Yeah, a different AI. Yeah.
Try from scratch.
Yeah, you should try Claude.
I might.
There you go. I feel like we use ChatGPT is like probably the most common one. Gemini, he uses Gemini more than I do. But I think Gemini is pretty decent for images. I think it's way better than Chat. And I've just started using Claude. And yeah, I think he is too. So kind of interesting. And then there's just all the AI that people are creating, individual AIs that you can, there's a million of them, a million to do a million different things. It's like, yeah, you can use AI to create apps. And yeah, it's definitely a thing. So I have to also tell you guys that yesterday was beautiful in Montana. It was so beautiful that I actually cut my grass. First time for the year in April, which is kind of crazy. We did not have much of a winter. I mean, we got snow in the mountains. I don't know that we reached 100% snow load that we should, snow capacity or snow, whatever that's called. But in the valley, we definitely didn't. I mean, we hardly had a winter. And so not a lot of snow on the ground. So the grass is green, like very green and growing. So the fact that I mowed was amazing. And that is a pink chore. So that is something that that is my task to do because I actually enjoy it. I like to mow and I love the smell afterwards. So I like sit on my deck and just breathe it in. And I love the way it looks. It's like the little rows that are nice and neat and orderly. It just looks pretty. So that's what I did yesterday. And yeah, and Jason helped. He helped clean up the yard, like trimming all the hedges and cutting down stuff. He got out his chainsaw and cut down a tree that was growing kind of into our house, like up into our soffit that we didn't realize was growing. So we got that cut down. We actually cut down 3 little trees. One was like this ugly thing kind of out by the sidewalk that had to go. So it's fun. And today's rainy. It's overcast, kind of dreary. But yeah, so I'm going to make it for an hour. So I feel like I'm just chit chatting right now. I've got 7 minutes left because I want to be on YouTube for an hour. And I think this will be the longest time I've been on YouTube. So I've only done 4 lives. This is my 4th. And Jason's been on 2 of them with me. And it's definitely fun having him on. When it is just me, I'm talking just the business. So in my description below, you guys will see my domain name, Because Blessed. You can check it out. That is my website. It will give you all the information on what I do for an online business. And I think that opportunity is the sky's the limit. And if you're interested in making additional income online, you should check it out. It is beginner friendly. So I'm mid 50s and I'm not techie. Jason was talking about the fact that I, have this website that I basically connected because the website came with the program. The digital products came with the program. And it's really so user friendly. It teaches you step by step how to go from nothing to having an online business where you're up and running. You have payment gateways set up in the background, so you're just getting paid direct into your bank account. It teaches you about content. It teaches you how to attract customers to you. And part of that is this going live. I mean, I did not do social media. Uh, I just wasn't a social media person. And I got a TikTok account. Holy smokes. I never dreamt that I would do TikTok. And now I have an account and I post videos. And it's super easy and it's actually kind of fun. It's been fun to shoot them. It's been fun to learn how to edit. And I've gotten very efficient with it. You know, I can do it on my computer. I can do it on my phone. So if I'm out and about, I can do a quick little video, edit it, post it. Yeah, so it's been very interesting. And I feel like for those of us, Generation Xers, and even baby boomers, we didn't grow up with all of this social media, online, and how different things are. And this program is so foundational for teaching you what you need to know to have your own online business. And not just to have your own online business, it is your own online business. It's basically giving you, you know, it comes with master resale rights. And that means that instead of posting content or talking about something like as an affiliate where they give you a percentage, you know, like if you talk about, you know, a brand like an iPhone and you're creating content, you get a percentage. This is master resale rights that give you 100% profit. There's not a lot out there that you can do for 100% profit. And they're higher ticket. So instead of selling a $20 product, you know, you think, oh, how easy it is to sell a $20 product. Well, how many of those do you have to sell to make any real meaningful money? You have to sell some volume there. And there are people that do that. And I mean, that's great. That's absolutely great. But if you've got something that you're selling that ranges from $100 to $1,400, and you think, how much extra money do I really need in a month? Would an extra $1,400, you know, that's one sale. That is one sale. So it's really a no-brainer, great way to start an online business. And then the sky is the limit. You know, it teaches you about affiliate marketing, stacking income streams. It teaches about TikTok Shop. It teaches about UGC, which is user generated content. And this is something that all ages are doing. And my goal is to encourage Generation X and baby boomers, you know, people that are my age. We have worked our whole lives. We've got experience. We have ideas. We've got stories. You can step into this online space and earn additional income and have so much fun doing it. Why would you not want to do that? And I love that it's something that I can carry into retirement with me. So when the hubby goes in 2 years, it is my hope that I am also retired because I have my online business. And I literally commit 2 hours during the work week to working it. I create my content and I've gotten very efficient, and the program is all about that. It's a blueprint that's very efficient. It's like, here's what you do, boom, boom, boom. And yeah. Yeah, so it is a great opportunity. So check out in my description. I guess it's this way below. Because blessed, you can go there, you can get information. And you know what? I am not a spammer, scammer, at all. One of the things about going live, I think that's great, is that people can see you, you know, and they know that it's not a bot, it's not a scam. It's like there's a real person that's coming on that has a presence, that's talking about something. Follow me, subscribe to my channel. I definitely I do shorts pretty much every day, but I try to do a full length video or a live once a week. And I usually somehow, definitely talk about the business. When Jason's on, it's kind of fun to talk about other things. But when it's just me, I generally always circle back to my online business. Um, so I hope that you will follow, and I hope that if you're interested, you will go check it out, get the information, think on it, follow along, do research. That's what I did. I don't jump right in and do something just because I get emotionally moved by it. I have to think about it. Um, yeah, and I think that's all. Ooh, 5 seconds and we're at an hour. I'm so excited. All right, so we're there. I want to thank you all for joining, and I hope you have a great rest of your Saturday. Bye bye.